you're falling.
Hello guys, thanks for watching. Welcome to today's video. We are doing a clean and decorate with me. I asked in my last video, do you want just to decorate with me or a clean and decorate? I don't think I saw a single comment that said only a decorate with me. So we have our hands full today. There's lots on our to-do list. And I'm doing like different than I did I always try and do different than I did the year before for seasonal decor. So I really look forward to these videos. I did very traditional last year. I'll link that video below if you are doing the oranges, the whites and blacks. But this year we're doing a lot more of like a neutral and feminine style. So I hope you enjoy this video. Please like it if you do. Please subscribe if you are new here. I would love to have you, and let's get started. So first and foremost, we're going to be focusing on the kitchen, the dining area, the living room, the front door. I have like a lot of projects as far as the house cleaning goes, but as far as decorating, those are like the first 4 areas that I want to decorate. And then everything right here I showed you guys in my last video. This half is all new, so you saw that. And then this half over here is stuff in the same like theme and color palette that I already had. I do have so much orange stuff, but I just don't think I'm using that this year. So we will see how things go. I think I'm going to start by picking up the kitchen, getting what's left of the spring decor out of there, and then we will start to put everything back in fall related. I hope you guys are ready for a long video because that is exactly what we have today. This is the longest video I have posted in a while, and we have so much going on. So first things first, I'm starting out in the kitchen, and I go back and forth between the cleaning and the decorating. At first I thought I was going to clean the house and then decorate, but I was so excited to get started. And I also like to spread things out as I go, so that way I know like I have enough for all the areas I want to decorate. So I go back and forth a little bit, but I already cannot wait for the end. We have a lot to do before we get there, but I cannot wait to walk around and show you how it all turns out. As most of you know, the dishes are almost always the first thing on my list, so that's what I'm doing right now. The dishwasher was full of clean dishes that needed to be put away, so I did all the coffee cups. I'm doing the silverware. We will focus on the dirty dishes in the sink. We will do the countertops, and then we're going to start putting together floral arrangements. I almost always start with that when I'm doing seasonal decor. It's one of my favorite things to do. I just pick random things that I like at Hobby Lobby, as you saw in my last video, put it together, and I almost always really like how it turns out. And I'm using my ginger jars this year, as you could tell in the thumbnail. I never have used those for seasonal decor until this summer, so I'm really looking forward to seeing like how I can recreate them for winter time too.
You can do, make a move. The way my hands feel on your body, the way we're dancing in the dark. With every move I make,
I'm still working on the dishes. There's just a few more things in the sink. We typically hand wash all of our pots and pans, our cutting boards, our chef knives, and then almost everything else will go in the dishwasher. I do have this gold silverware that I get lots of questions about. It's from HomeGoods. It does say hand wash only, or it did on the packaging, but we put it in the dishwasher. It does have a little bit of like watermarks and wear and tear on it, but it's held up pretty well. I do see so many people asking like, how do you find that isn't hand wash only? I tried for a long time and I couldn't, so I bought it, hoped for the best, and it's turned out semi-okay, I would say. I'm washing out a sippy cup. Everything else is sitting on the drying rack, and then I'm going to refill the multi-surface spray I use, wipe down the counters, and then we will get into those floral arrangements like I said before.
My dear, ooh. holding on until forever I will fight, but you drift away. Hold tight, I can save you from this deep black waters, pull you in while you drift away. Hold tight, I can save you from this deep black waters, pull you in while you drift away.
Whenever I'm cleaning the kitchen, I always try and get all of the excess off the counters. I'm wiping down the actual counter and the backsplash. I wanted to make sure everything was sparkling clean, so I wanted to do those few extra things of like really wiping down as much as I can, wiping down the faucet. I do the stovetop, and I am going to put all of the fruits and veggies in the pantry. I just felt like I wasn't really doing any red, as you know, and it stuck out like a sore thumb. So all the veggies are going to go in there instead of on the marble tray that I've been using for a couple of years now. I do put away the baby drying rack as well. The baby cabinet is like very messy. I think when we get our new appliances in the next few weeks, I'm going to go through the kitchen and like go through all of the cabinets so everything is fresh and new and ready to go.
Hold tight, I can save you from this deep black waters, pull you in while you drift away. Hold tight, I can save you from this deep black waters, pull you in while you drift away. Yeah, you drift.
If you're into the ginger jar look too, I think all of mine are from Home Goods except for the flour and sugar jars on the right side. Those are from At Home. I know this look is becoming like more and more popular, and I just think it's so fun. So many of you guys send me pictures on Instagram at your local Home Goods of like all the ginger jars there, and I love to shop vicariously through you when I don't have the chance to go. I'm wiping down all of the appliances now. I'm going to wipe down the little coffee station, and then we will be pretty much done for the kitchen area. We will get into the decorating for this room. And like I said, I do go back and forth between the cleaning and decorating. I just could not wait any longer. The night before I filmed this video, I was getting everything all laid out and ready to go. I've been so excited to do this.
Here's the thing that I got on my mind, how the world's making people go blind. Solitary, ordinary, don't.
Wiping down the appliances is the very last cleaning thing we're doing in the kitchen, and then I'm going to gather up all of my florals. Let me know if you guys are making some of your own arrangements for fall this year and what you are using. It's annoying for me, so it's probably annoying for you that I don't know what so many things are called that I use in my videos, like all of the florals. I'm really not sure, but that's the beauty of video, because you can see exactly what I'm using and find it at your local store if you're interested in it. All of the florals that I use are from Hobby Lobby. And this does get very messy very quickly, so I should have waited to wipe down the counters. Sometimes I'm just like in such a rush and I'm thinking about a million things at once, so I don't really make sense with what I'm doing. I'm gathering the ginger jars in the living room. As many of you know, I was going to have those in the living room, and then I chose a wallpaper that does not match with them at all. So that's okay. There's still so many other areas I can use the jars. I'm going to unwrap everything, and don't be afraid to trim the ends off any of your florals that you're using. A lot of them do come really long, so you have way more of a variety on how to use them. If there are any florals I'm using that have wires in the bottom and I can bend them easily, I will do that and not cut them. That way I have a few more options for the next year or however I use them next. But some things, like all of these grasses, are very fine and I had to cut them. This was my first year ever decorating for fall with the plums and purple, and I love it so much, especially with the blue. I love like the contrast of those two together, and every year I'm trying to like start a collection for every season of different color palettes, so that way I'm not repurchasing everything every year. Of course, that gets expensive. I like to add onto my collection and use most of what I have, and then some things I'll just save for the next year. So since I'm not doing a lot of oranges or really any oranges this year, I will probably end up going like all out with oranges for the next year. If you did not comment on my last video how you are decorating for fall this year, let all of us know in the comments. And as usual, let me know what you're up to right now. Are you decorating along with me? Are you working on a house project, or are you sitting back and relaxing? If you have not liked the video yet and you are liking it, please be sure to do that. I would appreciate it so much.
We should be good, but we keep lighting fires. The words repeat, cause we're scared of the silence. We should be good, but we keep lighting fires, fires around ourselves.
The large arrangement I started, I'm going to come back to that, fix it, make it look a little bit better. I wanted to move on to these smaller ones to make sure, of course, that I had enough for everything. I keep saying that, but that's why I'm like all over the place. And before I even start to put one together, I decide if it's something that's going to go in the middle where you see it from every angle, or if it's going to go up against a wall. So if it's going up against a wall, I only will decorate it on the front. And that's why these two are looking like that, because they're going to go in the front entryway area.
Set up a stage of lights. Say we're done, say it's over. Shouldn't be coming back, but somehow we could.
The last arrangement I'm creating on the left side of the screen has those wires folded underneath, and it also helps to lift up the arrangement and make it look a little more full. So another tip for you, now I'm trying to gather up all of these grasses and start to clean up this mess I just made on what I just cleaned. That is like the story of my life. There was a lot on the floor, so I'm trying to gather those up with my hands before I start vacuuming.
It's deja vu. Memories come back when I'm with you. It's deja vu. Memories come back when I'm with you.
Let me know what you guys think of those arrangements so far. I really like them, and I just realized I'm basically wearing what I made, a purple top and a blue bottom, sort of like the flowers and the vases. We're going to set out the island area now, and I always like to do this on a basket or on a tray, something where I can pick it all up in one go and move it out of the way. We don't have a huge island, as you can see, so sometimes we need like all the space we can get, and that way I don't have to pull apart like something that takes a long time. I just pick it up and move it so we can eat our pizza or whatever we're having for dinner. We eat here a lot, so yeah, something I can move. I always recommend that too. I've said that in like a million videos. It's just really practical for areas that are high traffic. And then I decided I wanted to start working on the dining table, so I'm getting everything off of here that I just put here last night. As I said, I'm all over the place, guys. That's just how I do things. The spring throw pillows are going out of here. I only have one of the blue and white, and I only bought one because I wasn't sure how I wanted to use those. So now that I know, I will go back for 3 more. I'll share that update with you in another video whenever I do these decorate with me's. I feel like I'm never like fully done and ready because I end up at Hobby Lobby or Home Goods again, and then I add to what I have going. I'm going to set out a little tablescape though. I don't have everything. I do need some napkin rings, but I thought this was a pretty good start and a good like simple idea to share with you. So I do like a walkthrough at the end. You'll see that all up close and in detail. And now I'm going to work on a little arrangement with pumpkins in the corner of the kitchen. And now we are on to the living room. So I'm doing a couple different areas in here. The first one though is the mantle, and this room is going to be a lot more like feminine. I feel like everything is feminine, but this one's like the most feminine, and all of these colors I think actually look really good with the wallpaper. If you are new here, we do plan to put shelves over the wallpaper. We just have so many projects going on that are like way more important than that one. So in the next few months, we will get to that. I'm doing the other side of the living room now, so I'm going to put a little setup on that side table, some throw pillows, a throw blanket, all in the pinks, beiges, and light blue color family. And there is Forrest on the bottom of the screen bouncing along like crazy. It's so funny seeing him bounce like sped up because it's a million miles a minute. For my side table setup in the living room, I'm doing several different pumpkins in different colors, different sizes, and different textures. So this is a really simple and easy idea. There's a gold acorn as well. It's upside down right now. I do fix it though before the walkthrough. I didn't realize. And all of these pumpkins, actually the pink one is from HomeGoods. The rest of those were from Hobby Lobby last year. Now we are on to the front door area, and I really like how this one turns out. First though, as you can see, there's tons of recycling here I need to take care of. Then we will wipe down the front table and get into redecorating it. Those two smaller floral arrangements we made several minutes back are for this area. I do end up removing one of the lamps, and I can't decide if I like it with only one lamp, so let me know what you think. I also kind of wish I would have gotten a table for this area that was a little wider. I don't know, I may end up switching this up eventually even more than I already have. But first things first, I'm going to be wiping everything down. I wiped down the mirror, I wiped down the table, I wiped down essentially everything over here and dusted so it's fresh and ready to go. And I have a pumpkin that says welcome in white and gold. The second I saw that at Hobby Lobby, I knew I wanted it for this area. And then I'm going to start laying out all of the vases and rearranging a little bit. So the floral arrangement in the middle there on the floor, that used to be on the dining table, and then I'm adding in some pumpkins. I wasn't sure how that was going to look at first, but I actually really like it.
To you, here's your time to shine. Show me what you can.
We are at my get ready cabinet now. There's just a few more areas I wanted to decorate, and I wanted to figure out how to add a little bit of fall over here. So I have some pumpkins I'm going to lay out and figure out how to make those work. There's like a pinky purple sparkly one, and then a cream off-white one, and the cream off-white ends up in the living room. I think it looks so much better in that space. The other one stays here though. I do have a maple leaf style tray that ends up over there. I'll show it to you in the walkthrough. And then I wanted to do a few more things in the living room. This is always like a little bit of a mess with mom and baby life. We have a playpen that is almost always in the living room, and we're trying to figure out how to add it on the far left side where those chairs are. So that's why it's a little bit of a mess over there, because we need room for all the baby things. After I straighten up in the living room, I'm now taking out the trash. I'm going to put a new bag in there, and then we are going to start with the vacuuming because there were sparkles and little floral arrangement remnants everywhere. I forgot to wipe down the dishwasher, so I'm doing that now, and then back to vacuuming. I'm starting in the kitchen area, then working my way through the dining room, the living room, and the front entryway. I do have some new baskets in the pantry, but I wanted to save those for another video. I felt like we did enough in this one. And I also am avoiding my office because that room is almost done. There's only like one more large thing we need to do, and then it will be complete and I can finally share it with you. There's always so many unexpected delays. I always feel like I shouldn't even tell you when something's almost done because I'm afraid something's going to happen, and it typically does. There's like so many delays going on right now with everything happening in the world, so that's understandable, but just know like I'm trying to do things as fast as I can because I know you guys are waiting for the videos. The vacuuming and then steam mopping are the two last things we need to do before our walkthrough. I feel like I've been teasing this walkthrough the whole video, but having the house nice and clean and freshly decorated is like the most satisfying thing ever. I love the first few days of having all of your new seasonal decor out and having a fresh change in your home. It's so nice. I'm going through the vacuuming in the living room like a million miles a minute because the lighting was kind of weird, so sorry about that. It's only a few more seconds of this, then we will vacuum the front entryway, steam mop, and I will show you everything I was able to get done today. And by the way, those two boxes by the stairs are the new light fixtures for the master bathroom. So when I always say we have a million projects going on around here, I really mean it. We are on to that last task of steam mopping. This is on my Amazon page. Tons of stuff you see around the house is on my Amazon page, and that is always linked in the description. I know I shouldn't even be asking you this, especially in a fall decor video, but I'm so excited for Christmas this year and Christmas decor. It's our first Christmas in this house, so let me know what you guys think I should do as far as decorating, like any ideas at all you have for me. Again, I'm sorry, I know this is a fall video, but just let me know in the comments. I'm really looking forward to all of that too.
In and out of love, never get enough. We never seem to get older. When things are going right.
If you are cleaning with me, pick up the speed, girl. We've only got a few minutes left. My cleaning playlist is always linked down below too. So if you guys are not done with your project, you can play that playlist and we can hang out together until you are finished with your laundry or your dishes or whatever you are working on.
We should be good, but we keep lighting fires. The words repeat, cause we're scared of the silence. We should be good, but we keep lighting fires. Fires around ourselves. It's deja vu. Memories come back when I'm with you.
And last but certainly not least is our walkthrough. So we're going to begin at the front entryway. This is how this area turned out. I know it's the farthest thing from traditional, but I am obsessed with it. I think this is like the epitome of Instagram home decor right here. I really love that I had so many things from last year in white and gold that fit perfectly with the ginger jars and garden stools. So let me know what you think about this. Again, I know it is probably not everyone's cup of tea. Here is my little get ready cabinet. Here is the maple leaf thing I was talking about earlier, and then the little sparkly pumpkin and the flowers that were there before. I've had that set up, that vase and those flowers, for years. I never get sick of it. And then here is an overview of the kitchen. I will do the dining area, the living room, some far away shots. You can see how it all works together, and then some up close. This is that one pillow. I do need to get 3 more, but I really like how that looks against the cane on the chair. And then of course I'll get some napkin rings. So here is what we have going on for today. Our floral arrangement, the big one. It looks really pretty from every angle. And then here is our centerpiece in the kitchen with all of the little pumpkins and the acorns at the bottom. And now for the living room, I wanted to show you first farther away from the dining area to give you a better idea of the flow of everything. So those lighter pillows I bought last year. It's so fun too, like having all of those things from when I was pregnant with Forrest. That's what I think about when I see anything I had before. Here's the little side table area. I love that side table, how it's also a lamp. It's super, super cute. I used to have that in Forrest Nursery at the old house. The first pillow says thankful. Then I have the buffalo check in white and pink with a light blue throw blanket from Home Goods. That pillow is from Hobby Lobby. And then the last pillow with a pumpkin on it is from Home Goods. I do have a new ottoman for the living room with that beige pumpkin on it. And then the very last area is our mantle. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for spending the time with me. If you hadn't had a chance to like the video or subscribe, I would really appreciate it. And I will see you right here in a few days in a brand new video. Bye!